Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Flavor of Tampa Bay. It's been a while. It might have been a half a year or so, maybe more, since I've done this podcast. Did this podcast on a regular basis back in the day. Now that I'm off Celestial Radio, no more radio for me. I'm into podcasts. By the end of this year, I'll probably have about 94 podcasts or so. I have 4 of them right now, and this is just one of them, The Flavor of Tampa Bay, and this is my podcast where I talk about food and what's going on in the Bay Area, cooking, restaurants, preparing food, but I'd also like to bring on influencers and people who are moving the shakers in the Tampa Bay area as far as food goes. And this young lady was probably the biggest mainstay on Flavor of Tampa Bay back in the day, Miss Tracy Guida. How are you?
I'm good, and I love to influence people to eat.
Yes, you do. It's a wonderful thing. So we're back to Flavor of Tampa Bay. I've changed substantially since I came off the air last time. I was vegan for 9 months. I'm not on radio anymore. Right now, I'm more pescatarian, although I dabble here and there. I'm not 100%. I try to do some good things for my body, but I've been eating vegan lately. I will dabble with fish here and there, a little bit of chicken.
I
dabble. And actually, today's episode is going to be, we're going to talk a little bit more about pizza, since I would say that's your expertise.
My wheelhouse.
That's definitely your wheelhouse.
Definitely.
So we're going to talk a little bit more about pizza. When I opened up the veganism thing, I said, listen, I'm going crazy. I need to give myself a little something. Pizza is the one thing that I needed. You know what I mean? I know you understand. Pizza is the one thing that everybody loves. So pizza, before I became vegan, I caught myself eating pizza about every day at a Dignitary Tea and Kava House, because there'll be a pizza out here today somewhere.
Yeah.
Who is your go-to pizza today? So if you said Tampa, Florida, you get somebody deliver pizza today, who are you going to pick that one pie to come to your house? Who's it going to be?
I get that question a lot. In fact, I must get that question at least 6 times a week on Instagram. People ask me, what is your go-to pizza? And that is a very hard question for me to answer, because there's so many different styles. If I'm ordering for delivery, I will usually look on Uber Eats for one of my favorites. I have so many, but it's tough.
I know.
It's a tough question, but I have to say New York has always been one of my favorites. I just love their grandma. Yep. That's one of my favorites. So I probably would order them. If I'm going out, the Nona Slice House in Safety Harbor has long been one of my favorite places.
Nona Slice House.
They do an outstanding job. They feature different types of pizzas. They've always got a Detroit style. They've got a New York style. So yeah, it's a great place. You have to check it out.
And I understand when you say it's not an easy question to answer. It's like saying, who is the best running back ever? Okay, you're a football person. You can't really compare Barry Sanders and Earl Campbell or anybody. They're not the same. Same with pizza. Like the Chicago style pizza, there's the New York style pizza, there's the Detroit style pizza. Yeah. For myself, Palazzo's is my go-to. I love Palazzo's. Jason Fox and those guys all do a wonderful job. My guy Joe Gomez turned me on to them. I know that Ric Flair is always over there hanging out, having beers and whatnot.
What
over
does
there.
He say?
Woo! That's my guy, Ric Flair.
I can't do that.
You can't do the woo?
I can't do it.
Rick's my guy, man. I mean, I've met Rick a couple times, and to be that big of a figure, and he's really a cool dude. And my other go-to is Paul's Chicago Pizza. I know you know of Paul's quite well.
Oh yeah.
Paul's Chicago Pizza to me is one of those pizzas where I turn people onto it. It's 100%. I mean, I know you brought a lot of people to Paul's Chicago Pizza.
Yes, I have.
And everybody loves that damn pizza.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's a Chicago style. And I don't know if that's all that hip here, but I'm finding myself loving Chicago style, but there's not that many choices for Chicago around here, is there?
There really isn't. There is another place, I want to say it's called Windy City Pizza, something like that. I'm not really sure. I've heard of a few others. I just haven't tried any. I feel like I'd be cheating on Paul's.
No doubt. So you said if you, a delivery, okay?
Delivery, yeah. New York will deliver through Uber Eats and things like that. Yeah.
Who's your favorite fast? Pizza's all delivery.
You mean chain?
Who's your favorite chain pizza?
Well, it used to be Marco's. And
mine is Marco's for sure.
I had their pizza a couple weeks ago, and I was disappointed.
Really? What happened?
It was like eating cardboard.
What? Marco's.
I'm sorry, it was.
No, that's okay.
I was really disappointed because their pepperoni magnifico
I love
was the
that.
best.
Yeah, so good. Yeah. And Marco's is a stone throw from here, right down the road here from Dignitary. And I met the owner, and I never really knew much about Marco's, and finally I had it, and it's really pretty darn good pizza.
Yeah,
you had a bad experience.
I did, which was the first time that I've ever had a bad pizza from them.
Sure.
So I would definitely try it again. I recently tried Atlas Pizza over here on Gandy in South Tampa. It was excellent.
Next to the smoke shop, right over here on Gandy. I happen to be at the smoke shop quite often.
Right.
Actually, Dignitary is going to be opening our own smoke shop too very, very soon. So
see, I thought that was for smoking meats. What do I know?
Did you really?
That's my kind of smoke shop.
Yeah, well, I do both. I do both the smoking of meats and smoking of other things as well. But Atlas does have very good pizza over there. It's really, really close to here. I told you I did the vegan thing for a while, and I don't love vegan pizza. I don't love it, okay? It's one of those things where when you're vegan, there's certain things like cheese and stuff, like I don't love vegan cheese. I don't love it. There's other vegan things that taste good. The best place I found for vegan pizza was Flourish. Okay.
I haven't tried them yet.
Yeah, Flourish, Keith Sedita, my guy, right across from Plant High School. They opened up a place, Flourish. They have great vegan pizzas. They have great bowls. They have wedges, different things.
What kind of bowls?
They have all kind of bowls. Seriously, they have the farro and they got the rice and different things and everything potatoes as the base. So they do a fantastic job. Any restaurants you've been to lately that maybe the people out there haven't been hip to?
Well, I send a lot of people to Viva Napoli in South Tampa on El Prado. Okay. I love Simona, the owner. She's from Italy. I think their pizza is hands down one of the best I've had.
Viva Napoli?
Neapolitan style.
Really?
Pizza. It's fantastic. They have a pistachio cream pizza with mortadella. Oh my god.
Pistachio cream pizza sounds fantastic.
It is one of my favorites. I'm actually craving it right now.
No doubt.
And every time I go there, I mean, their food is phenomenal. They've got my favorite, the arancini, the rice balls, stuff with everything. Oh, I was there, I think, a couple nights, Christmas, I forget what day of the week it was, but it was like a night or two before Christmas, and it was so good.
I think, where was it before that?
It's been Viva Napoli they've been open since 2017.
Oh, okay. I thought that was something else before that. Actually, a good friend of mine. You remember the Z Grill back in the day?
Yes.
Okay, Zach from the Z Grill.
Dr. Pepper ribs.
The Dr. Pepper fried ribs. Okay, stupid ribs, best ribs I ever had. Well, Zach from the Z Grill went back to California. Me and Zach were cool. Zach came back and he just opened up a place over there on St. Pete Beach called Uncle Fun's Provisions. And I brought my boy Heavy over there. Heavy is, you mean Heavy?
I think I sprayed water on him by accident.
Probably, outside, He's a little bit bigger than I am. He's a big man. We brought him over there.
Really?
Yeah, he's a big man. Okay. Brought him over there, and the portions weren't quite as big as we would like. You know what I mean? We went over there ravenous, and we left still pretty darn hungry. So Zach does wonderful food, but not that Z. When you go to Z Grill, you're leaving there full and ready for a nap.
I remember eating there once, and I had a cheeseburger soup. It was fantastic.
Unbelievable,
and a jalapeno margarita. I've always loved spicy drinks, and that was really good. They did it phenomenal.
You ain't lying about that. Now, other things that I've been involved with is, obviously the Dignitary Tea and Kava House. We have the best kava and the best kratom in town. Hopefully everybody comes and checks us out. But Mitra 9 is also another product that I'm hip with, and I called up the owner. I said, I love your product. I love to represent it. We sat, we talked, we hit it off, and I represent Mitra 9. We sell it here at Dignitary Tea and Kava House. If you go to my Instagram, Ian_Beckles, hit a little like on there. We have a link, and you can hit there, and you put Dignitary as a promo code. You get 20% off if you want to order your Mitra 9s. They have Kratom seltzers. They also have Kava seltzers as well, or you can come over here to Dignitary Tea and Kava House and get your Kava or Kratom. Now, I saw you drinking Mitra 9 for the first time, right?
Well, I've had had many since you first introduced me to these a couple weeks ago when you did a podcast with me, and I have to say they're great. I love these. I love them.
So you used to be a Celsius. You still drink Celsius, right?
I do drink Celsius. I've been trying to cut back because I was drinking 3 to 4 Celsiuses a day, which is a lot. But caffeine, I'm at that point, it's like it doesn't affect me that much, but I was noticing that, like, you know, I'm up early every day, but I was staying up till 2, 3 in the morning. And I can't be doing that because after a while it kind of gets to you. But I'm a work addict.
Sure.
My boss actually told me, he's like, will you stop working so much? Just chill.
Relax yourself.
That's what he told me.
Tranquila.
So I'm trying to...
Yeah.
So I have one of these, and honestly, it just kind of it makes
down.
me put down my computer and just watch TV.
Chill.
I've never really been a TV person, but now I sure am.
I'll tell you what, I just a little Mitronine and maybe a little blunt or something like that, and you sit back and you're sitting back and you're chilling, you know what I mean? Just relaxing yourself.
I chill with my little wiener dog.
Yeah. You're a little, what's his name again?
Gambini. He loves pizza too.
Yes, he does. Both your dogs, I believe, love pizza, and your oldest dog definitely resembles pizza.
He looks like he's stuffed.
Yeah, he looks like he's been eating pizza a long time, definitely. So you went through a little situation with your social media. I know you did it get hacked the first time?
Well, so when we first did this podcast many years ago, it was Forking Around Town.
Yep.
And it didn't get hacked. Nobody actually ever had access to my account. They just copied my account. So it was weird. I was out to dinner, actually, my son's birthday, and ironically enough, I was eating pizza at Mateo's.
Shock.
In South Tampa. And sitting there, and I started getting all these text messages like, Tracy, there's an account copying you. So they took my name, added an underscore. They copied everything, like my entire profile and my last 9 images.
Wow.
And I learned from a lot of research that what these people do is they try to trick your followers to get you to click on links.
Correct.
And get your credit card information. So unfortunately, my account was shut down, and I never got it back. So.
Well, I tell you what, you've hustled and got your numbers back. It does suck because social media is about accumulation.
Yeah, it took a long time. I was at like 18,000 followers in less than 4 years. It was like 3.5 years, and it's not as easy this time around. There's a lot of people out there, and. Yeah. A
lot of people out there hustling and trying to get their piece of the pie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's plenty for everybody out there, and you do a wonderful job. You definitely take your social media seriously.
I do because I care about the things I post about. You know, if I go to a restaurant, I mean, I'm honored to be asked.
Correct.
You know, that's the one thing. I don't take any of that for granted. If someone asks me to come in, I respect it so much, and I'm very courteous to everyone that works there. I make sure to tip.
Good
I hate influencers that don't tip. That's my pet peeve.
That's real.
It happens. I see it all the time because, you know, those people, they're taking care of you. So you got to definitely tip. But
because you've been in the game and you've worked as a waitress. I've worked in bars before. So if you haven't done it, but you don't know what that's about. You know what I mean? Like, it's a shame on you if you don't tip. It is a respect thing. Agreed.
Even if I never worked in a restaurant, I mean,
but people who do that have, and I'm somebody that has.
Yeah, you recognize
you respect it a lot more.
Yeah.
Because even like back in the day, I'm like, come on, dude, all that money you got, you can't leave a little something. Especially if you're saying an influencer that's getting something for free. To me, like I've been around people got stuff a whole meal for free and not tip the waitress, so that's the most disgusting thing. And I remember a time where I tipped the waitress because somebody else got a meal for free.
Yeah.
Because that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
You know, so Forking Around Town, it's not just Fork Around Town, it's Fork Around the whole world, ain't it? I mean,
I try. But yeah, now I'm Tracy Forks Around Town.
There you go.
That's how you can find me on Instagram.
There you go. So you do Instagram, you do all the different social media?
For the most part, I do, but Instagram's my main platform. I love it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So what do you see Forking Around Town going in the next 2 years? What do you see it being?
I definitely want to get more into like doing YouTube videos because I really enjoy talking. Obviously,
that. Yes.
So I'm like,
you should have seen her at Reggae Rise Up with her light.
Yes, I did.
Brightening up the whole darkness just to do a video of a pizza. It was really interesting.
I take my pizza seriously.
Absolutely. And your pictures seriously as well. That is wonderful.
It's funny. When I get invited to a restaurant, I always tell them, sit me in the back corner because I have a light and I don't want to bother anybody.
That's respectful.
So because I don't. And then I love people no matter what. They're always going to stare. Like, what are you doing?
That is
true. What are you doing?
Yeah.
taking a picture.
Mind your own business.
They don't. Everyone wants to know what you're doing.
Well, I'm going to be coming at you guys on a regular basis with this Flavor of Tampa Bay thing. I'm going to have some different influencers talking about some different categories, and it's going to make me get out there and get to some different restaurants. My veganism made me kind of stay inside a little bit. Now I'm going to get back out there and taste some wonderful food and let you guys know about it. If anybody wants to follow you, where they go again?
At Tracy Forks around town, and I'm sorry, but when you keep saying like vegan,
I know.
It's hard for me to get
it.
because I just ate all this luscious meat, and the whole time I was actually thinking I'm about to go record a podcast with a vegan. Should I show him my big slab of meat?
Well, I tell you, sometimes you got to hide your big slab of meat. No, but listen, I've said this before. If somebody else eats a steak in front of me, it doesn't bother me. Yeah. It's not like I'm against meat. It's not like I'm against somebody else eating meat. I'm just making some choices for myself.
I understand.
And just the other day when I went to Uncle Fun's, my boy Zach goes, "This has a little bit of meat in it." I go, it's not going to kill me. You see what I'm saying? It's not going to kill me. I'm just trying to make some good decisions. If anybody wants to hit me up, it's Ian_Beckles. Instagram is my main source of social media. But check out the other podcasts as well. I have In the Trenches. I have Plat Power. And I have Mental Intimacy with Dr. Gina Love. So thank you again, Tracy, for doing getting me back on the horse for Flavor of Tampa Bay. And we'll be back at you next couple weeks and talking about some more food. Everybody get out there and eat something delicious. I know we will. Enjoy yourself.
Pizza, all right.
Pizza out, everybody.